Torniamo qua su Killer Frequency per un nuovo episodio. Allora, dovevamo rispondere alla chiamata. Ok? Andiamo.
Welcome back to 189.16, The Scream. This is Forrest Nash. How are you tonight, caller?
I'm doing okay. I made it home safe.
Gary!
Ah,
I just wanted to thank you for doing what you could earlier. You know, even though not everybody made it. And, I don't know.
ho capito però.
Hey, it's okay. You were so brave earlier. You're safe now.
I wanted to ask you why he didn't... Why am I...
Why what, Carrie?
Why did he spare me? After what he did? Why let me go?
Allora, ti ha vista come una vittima?
Maybe he didn't kill you because he saw you as a victim.
Maybe. But why would that stop him from killing me too?
Non lo so. Cioè,
After everything he did to...
These stupid hazing nights have to stop. Carrie, you did so well tonight. Stay safe and rest. Help is coming to Gallows Creek. We just need to hold on.
Thanks, Peggy. Hey, Forrest? Could I request a song?
Of course, Carrie. What song?
Any song by Blast Processor. And thank you.
This next one goes out to Carrie.
i Blast Processor. Allora, vediamo un po' se c'è qualcosa. Boh. Ah, questa. Ok.
You know, what Carrie just said has really got me thinking.
About what?
The whistling man left her alone. Why? There must be a reason.
When it comes to masked whistling killers, I don't think a reason is a key
Eh
part of
beh.
the process.
Well, it's something to consider. I need to take a break. If you want to stretch your legs, now's the time. Just hit the Peggy button when you want to get back on air.
Andiamo.
Let's get going, Peggy.
Alrighty, we could run another segment or... Scratch that, Forrest. We have a caller.
Ecco, di già. Manco il tempo di...
You're through to 189.16, The Scream. What's your emergency?
Hello again, Forrest. Oh, that call with the teens was awful. Those poor kids. Still, I'm glad the girl didn't get hurt.
Thanks for your concern. Are you in trouble? What's on your mind?
I wanted to ask you again to play my song, Forrest. You said you were gonna play it, but you didn't.
Your name was Dawn, right?
What, Peggy? Yes. Oh.
E qual è la canzone, scusate?
My name is Dawn, and I wanted to ask you again to play my tune, Forrest. Long Ride Home? You know, the one that Peggy said she threw outside the window?
Devi proprio adorarla.
You must really love that song if you're calling up to ask for it when you know we don't have it.
Well, I do love it. And I don't want to argue, but you do have it. It's just outside the window.
There's a serial killer
E
on
che
the loose.
cavolo,
You
no.
can't just go outside hunting for a record.
I'm really sorry, Dawn, but we just can't get it right now.
But wasn't the whistling man just at the old murder house? That's miles from the station. It won't take you a second to grab it.
È veloce, molto veloce.
I'm not sure if you've heard, but there's something unnatural about this freak. He's fast. I'm not risking it.
Oh, but I think you will. Forrest? Peggy, I'm calling with more than a request. I know something. I think I know who's gonna be next.
What?
Are you
In che
serious?
senso?
My song, Forrest. And you'll find out.
Ma che cazzo?
Well, folks, here's some music for you while I think things over.
Ma what the fuck?
You'll like this next song.
In che
She's
senso?
serious, Peggy?
She's serious about hearing that song, that's for sure.
Peggy, I mean, is she serious about...
I don't know, Forrest, but we don't really have a choice, do we? If she's telling the truth...
Perché non vai tu?
Then
Cioè,
why don't you go?
scusa,
It's one of Reggie's K-Fam regulations.
Ah, certo,
I can't read the books while
certo.
we're on air.
Le regole.
Just You can do it, okay?
Sì, sì.
Fine.
You're a good man, Forrest. I'll slide you the key to the fire
Ovviamente
door.
tocca a me.
Wait. Our fire door has to be unlocked?
Yeah, you know, I never thought about it, but yeah. We should talk to Reggie about that later. Anyway, I'll hold the fort down while you're out. Maybe I'll even get a collar. That could be exciting. 189.16 The Scream. With me, Peggy.
Ma perché devo far tutto io in questo gioco? Domanda. Vabbè, senti, dammi ste chiavi. Porta tagliafuoco. E aspettate un secondo. Devo andare su o giù? Domanda, Mi sa giù. Questa vaga... Anche perché se l'ha lanciato dalla finestra di solito dovrebbe essere giù di base. Allora, vediamo un po' che si può fare. Non qua, non là, sarà qua. Ah, ma è il posto in cui hanno ucciso quell'uomo.
I hope she'll be happy when I'm brutally murdered by the whistling man. Out here. In the open. Alone.
E dove potrebbe essere, scusate, il vinile, la cassetta, quello che è? Allora, non qua. Quindi immagino che sia più avanti, da questa parte. Dove l'ha lanciato? Salve! Avete visto chi c'è? Il nostro amico qua, il fischiatore. Stranamente lì. Che ci aspetta, come per dire... Quando è che vieni, amico mio? Che t'ammazzo? Ma porca miseria, ma perché? Io l'ho anche trovata.
Here it is. Long ride home.
Ce la facciamo?
Of course. It locks behind me. And of course the key doesn't work on
Ma
this
come?
side. Fantastic. Maybe there's
No,
another
vabbè, io
way
non ci
back
credo,
into the
raga.
basement. A door, elevator, or something. And that's broken too.
Sì, però c'è, ragazzi, ma allora...
See if I can fix this. Looks like a power issue. I should check the fuse box.
Mi sembra il momento adatto, guarda, per controllare i fusibili. Credo che potrebbe servirmi questa cosa che ho visto qua. Sì. Potrebbe servirci. Sta di fatto che io ho visto l'assassino, quindi non è che proprio sia una bella situazione questa, eh. E che devo fare? Scusate, eh. Quindi?
Looks like I'm gonna have to hunt around for some new fuses.
Ah, fantastico. Mi sembra un'ottima idea.
Nah, that's not right. Do the fuses add up properly?
Ok, allora. Me lo prendi, grazie. Ehi. A 30. Ok.
Looks like I'm gonna have to hunt around for some new fuses.
Ne manca uno. Che ovviamente non so dove sia io. Eccolo, a 5. Però ora la domanda è...
Bingo!
Ok. Ho fatto. Ma sicuramente ora accadrà qualcosa. Già lo so.
I could probably survive that fall.
Andiamo. Potrei però chiudere questo passaggio? Non è molto intelligente lasciarlo aperto.
What did Peggy say his name was? Clive?
Ma che Ma che cos'è? Il custode è un po' particolare, forse, eh? Io non vorrei dirvelo, ma...
What the hell? Peggy is not gonna
Scale del
read
seme
this.
interrato.
There's a key. I'll just take that. Might be important.
Ok. Abbiamo un sacco di roba qua. Chiamata per le donazioni. Ma che... Ma... Non è che il nostro caro custode in realtà ci nasconda qualcosa che noi non sappiamo? Così, per info. Perché sembra quasi uno schema della morte questo. Io non vorrei dire, ma... Sembra troppo uno schema. Vabbè. Poi un giorno lo capiremo forse, eh. Ma porca miseria.
I wonder how the show's going.
Sicuramente lei sta meglio di te. Vai tranquillo, guarda. E lei sicuro che va bene. Se a noi che siamo un po' più problematici.
I need a key to get in there.
Ma la chiave del seme interrato è quella che abbiamo appena usato, mi sa, vero? Mi sa di sì. Sì, sì. Ah sì, per forza è quella. Però io non ho chiuso niente dietro di me. E non è che potrebbe essere un problema. Così, lo dico per dire, non per altro. Però, boh. Vabbè, comunque il CD l'abbiamo preso. E se non c'ero io, col cavolo che lo prendavamo.
Isn't that such a good song, folks? And now for... Jesus, Forrest, you've been gone for ages. I thought something had
Ah,
happened.
senti, è bella.
Something did happen. Clive the janitor might be Clive the murderer.
What?
I'll start from the beginning. The fire door locked behind me. So
Ma non si sente niente. Ah, ok, è andato avanti il tempo. Ha raccontato un po' quello che è successo.
Why did you heave that thing all
Quale
the way
roba?
out here?
Because the basement's creepy as hell and I don't like standing around down there.
Fair. All right, let's run through this again. We have a creepy board you found in a creepy basement made by our creepy janitor who you think is the creepy whistling man.
Potrebbe essere.
And on the creepy board are the names Chuck Brody, Kim Walker, Rebecca Allen, and Aunt Williams.
Correct.
And you think one of these people will be the whistling man's, Clive's, next target.
That's right. And we've got to find them.
You said there are 4 locations listed there too? The hospital, the power station, the gas station, and the trailer park. Clive must think the target is at one of those locations.
Ok.
Forrest, you're gonna have to figure out if any of the potential targets are at one of these locations tonight. Hit the button if you need any help. How's it going?
It's not going well. I could use some help.
Okay, let's review the basics. We need to work out who the next target is. There's 4 locations, right?
E come
And
lo
4
capisco?
people. We need to figure out if anyone is at any of the 4 locations tonight. And if they are, we can call them and warn them. There must be some connections between the notes.
That makes sense.
Great. Need any more help?
Yes, please.
Sure. I think you should be methodical with this. Try grouping the notes by who they're about. You could also have a look at the dates and make a timeline. Maybe that will help rule out potential targets first.
Got it. Thanks, Peggy.
No problem.
Quindi devo andare giù e capire? Giusto? Ah, no, ma è qui la roba. E... Come lo capisco? Scusate, E che cavolo... Non capisco che cosa devo fare. Cioè, non ci beccherò mai. Primo Chuck Brady, secondo Kim Walker, terza Rebecca Allen, quarto Ant Williams. Oh no, che cavolo c'entra questo? Raga, non lo so. Non ne ho idea. Ma scusatemi, ma cosa vuol dire?
How's it going?
Cioè, aspetta un secondo.
Not going well.
Non sto capendo niente.
Okay, let's review the basics. We need to work out who the
E come lo
next
capisco
target is.
io?
There's 4 locations, right? And 4 people. We need to figure out if anyone is at any of the 4 locations tonight. And if they are, we can call them and warn them.
Ok.
There must be some connections between the notes.
That makes sense.
Great. Need any more help?
I'm good now. Thanks, Peggy.
No
Non ho
problem.
ancora capito niente, però vabbè. Allora, a me mi verrebbe da dire gas station e... Però anche trailer park. In base a cosa lo capisco. Allora, Chuck Brady, club di atletica. Per me è la stazione di... è la stazione. Perché? Kim Walker e Peter Stein. Questo invece è... tragedia... Questo un Ant Williams, capo ingegnere. Per forza. Sto capendo un po' cosa fare. Per me è Ant Williams. Proviamo, non lo so.
How's it going?
Andiamo.
I'm ready, Peggy.
Are you sure? We've only
Ho
got
capito,
one
però
shot at
non...
this.
Non so cosa fare. Sono perso in questo momento.
Name first. Who do you think the target is?
Ant Williams.
Ant Williams.
And where will I find them?
Però scusatemi, La stazione di servizio.
The gas station.
Proviamo. Proviamo, io non lo so, però proviamo. Proviamo un attimo e vediamo come va. Male che vada, ragazzi, non so cosa dire.
Hello? Ant Williams. Listen, I know this sounds crazy, but we have reason to believe the Whistling Man is coming for you. You need to get yourself and everyone else out right now.
Who is this? Why are you calling up and asking for... Who is this?
Forrest Nash.
I'm Forrest Nash. Please, listen, we have reason to believe that.
It's you, isn't it? I always knew one day you'd... And the one year I finally put it behind me.
What are you talking about? For God's sake, you have to get out. Jeez!
It sounds like something blew up.
He's using bombs now?
Oh my god.
Mi sa che non era lui il tipo,
One moment. Forrest, I'm getting so many calls. Just let me... I'm gonna take us off air for a moment.
Mi sa che abbiamo sbagliato.
Peggy, what's happening in there? Peggy.
I'm back. He blew up the gas station, Forrest.
Okay.
I spoke to the fire department and the hospital. The fire department is
Ma io ho chiamato lì.
useless now, as you know. And, the hospital's only ambulance was at the gas station. Forrest, you've got to say something on the radio. You have to tell the town. I'm putting us
Ma
back
io ero...
on air. Now.
Ho chiamato lì, no?
Gallows Creek. I don't know how to tell you this, but the gas station's
Non
been
sto capendo.
Please, everyone, stay safe, stay inside, and... Oh, just bring us into some music, Forrest.
Here's some music while we regroup here on
Non capisco il senso però io. Ma sta roba? Quando è che è cascata? Boh, non si sa.
There's gotta be more in the basement to show us who Clive is targeting. And if that's the case, we can get ahead of him. Stop the killings before they can happen. Forrest, we need to go back down.
By we, you mean
esatto.
me, right?
Yep, like I said, I need to handle all these calls. Maybe start with that creepy mannequin room you mentioned before. I still have a lot of questions about those, by the way.
Me too.
E alla fine, come sempre, tocca a me. Tanto ormai è un dato di fatto che tocchi a me e ce la facciamo piacere così com'è. Allora, dobbiamo andare di sotto di nuovo. Benissimo, ma era proprio quello che volevo, no? In questa giornata. Andiamo giù di nuovo, dai. Anche se non vorrei, però. Che fai? Non ci vai? Seminterrato. Siamo di nuovo qua. No, ma qui lasciamo aperto, tanto non è un problema, no? Tutto aperto, tranquillo. No, raga, però come si fa a chiudere sta roba? Mi mette ansia. E non c'ha senso lasciarlo aperto. Scusate, ma che... Se mi rappresenta? E in base a cosa posso capire io?
A key? Was this always here? I must have missed it when I brought everything upstairs.
Ma quale chiave? Dove l'ha vista la chiave, scusatemi? Non sto capendo dove ha visto la chiave, ma... Ma ok. Dov'è sta chiave di cui mi parla? Ah, ma è qui dentro. Magazzino del seminterrato. Sta diventando sempre più creepy sto gioco, più passa il tempo, più diventa strano. Quindi qualcuno ci viene lì. E certo che se non chiudiamo la porta è anche normale, no? Dico io, poi magari mi sbaglio. Ma porca miseria. Ho preso un colpo. Biblioteca, qua c'è la mappa. Ok. Poi
Peggy, I've found a tape and a map down here.
A map of what?
Looks like it might be to somewhere in this storage area.
Weird. Well, maybe the tape will give us more information. Give it a play.
e dove la faccio partire, scusatemi? Domanda, No, non c'è niente. Ah. Ok.
George Barrow, 1968. That's when this all began for me. Follow the maps.
L'aspetto qui.
I'll be waiting.
Wait, George Barrow? We all heard that he drowned after a night out drinking. Was it actually Clive? Has Clive really been the whistling man for that long?
He says I need to follow the maps and find the tapes. I guess that's what this map is about.
I think we need to see what else is hidden down here. Be careful, Forrest. Keep looking. Buzz the intercom when you found something.
C'era un sacco di roba qua sotto, nessuno se ne è mai accorto, tra l'altro. Per dire, perché sai. Buonasera.
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. Cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning. The degree of rigor mortis indicates that the subject has been deceased for 5 hours. That puts the time of death.
È deceduto in che senso, scusate? Ma dove cavolo siamo? Bolla di consegna. Ok. Cos'è? Allora, sistema di sicurezza d'avanguardia, 6 cifre, codici di accesso. Cos'è che si muove, raga? No, vabbè, raga. Mi sto cagando addosso tantissimo.
Small lacerations to arms, legs, and face, typically obtained by running through foliage. Severe blistering to the feet, as though the deceased had been running without stopping.
Ma son blatte? Sì.
Preliminary toxicology results shows no signs of inebriation. However, a high amount of
Cortisolo.
was found, indicating elevated levels of stress in the immediate moments before death.
Quindi non era ubriaco, in poche parole. Non si vede una fava. Ma dove sto andando? Boh.
Additionally, there appears to be a post-mortem injury to the arm. It looks like it was trapped in a car door.
Ma what the fuck? Oggi stiamo scoprendo tante cose. Forse anche troppe. Ah, oh, Dio sa. E staccati. Rapporto delle indagini del medico legale della contea. Ok, va bene. Ma non era ubriaco però lui.
It is the coroner's opinion that the subject likely feared for his life and was chased, resulting in a fall from a height into a body of water, where he hit his head, was knocked out, and drowned. Following that, he was moved.
Dr. Sullivan, we need to have a talk. That recording. Shut it off.
Che è successo alla dottoressa? Liceo? No, scusatemi, Una storia d'amore, tragedia e tradimento.
If you're listening to this, then I'm probably dead.
What the?
I'm a man who likes to stay informed. I've got subscriptions to newspapers all over the country. A few weeks ago, I noticed headlines cropping up in those papers, one after the other. Each headline about a murder. Each murder, the death of someone I knew almost 20 years ago. And each one drawing closer to Gallows Creek. Drawing closer to the anniversary. None of us are innocent, but I don't think we deserve killing. All I hope now is that I can save some folk from the worst that I can. I don't know. Do something to make up for what I did back then, I guess. I didn't kill anyone, mind you, but that's past mattering. Now, there's more I could say, that I should say, but my employer made it clear that my family would pay a high price if I ever spoke out. So, hopefully I've said enough for you, listener, whoever the hell you are, to start putting the truth together.
What the hell? Peggy is not gonna believe this.
Oh, un CD.
A new vinyl for my collection.
Devo tornare per forza indietro? Sicuro succede qualcosa, raga. Scommetto quello che volete. Ma non dobbiamo aver paura. Tutto andrà bene, forse. Sì, sì, tutto andrà bene. C'è altro da fare prima di andare via. E che cosa dovrei fare? Scusatemi, Ho fatto tutto, no? Cosa mi manca? Cosa mi manca? Non lo so. Non so cosa dovrei fare. Cioè, alla fine quello che dovevo fare l'ho fatto, no? Ah, ma qui non avevo aperto.
This looks useful.
Cos'è? Beh, me lo porto su, Vediamo se sono a posto ora. Ma porca miseria, che cosa mi sto scordando? Ok, la signora Sandra Shorp parla del corpo del tizio. Sì, ma ok, ma cosa mi manca da fare? Vorrei capire questa cosa. A me sembra niente. Per dire, c'è qualcosa che ci manca, ma io non capisco cosa. Ah,
This has to be important.
altro? In teoria no. In teoria no. Poi magari mi sbaglio, però dovrei aver fatto tutto sulla carta. Vediamo un po'. Ah, ma non mi fa proprio andare via neanche se voglio proprio qua, eh. Cioè, capito? 0 di 0. Forse perché non ho preso i documenti. Sì, però che cappero, eh. Non c'è nient'altro da prendere. Questo avevo già preso. Questo avevo già fatto. E allora cos'è che mi manca? Questo avevo già preso. Manca qualcosa, ma non so cosa. È brutto quando è così, eh. E sai che manca qualcosa, ma non capisci che cosa potrebbe mancarti. Voi sto guardando ovunque comunque. Cioè, più di così. Ho guardato ovunque. Non c'è niente. Qualcuno che mi aiuti qua perché... Penna, ma... Ma che devo fare? Ora sta diventando incomprensibile, eh. Parlane con Peggy. Ah, forse per quello. Però scusate, prima mi ero avvicinato io all'interfono per parlare con Peggy, ma non andava. Peggy? Ah, ma c'è il pulsante.
It's an autopsy tape. Doesn't say for who, but I think it must be for George.
Poor George. He was so young.
Something's bugging me, Peggy.
What do you mean?
I swear I recognize the voice of the woman talking on the tape. I just can't place it.
Seriously? Do you think you've met her before?
I don't know. I mean, I just got here recently. I don't know. Found another tape. It talks more about how George died.
What did it say?
It sounds like he was running for his life. Sprinting through trees and bushes, getting cut up all over.
What would drive someone to do that?
I'm not sure yet. There's also a tape about a toxicology report. There were no signs of drinking or that he was on anything.
What? But
Ma mi sa che no.
drunk and
Ma mi sa che no.
It was in the newspaper and everything.
I found a written autopsy report.
What does it say?
According to that, it's just like you said at the start. George drowned after getting drunk. Said he liked to fight, too.
But that contradicts the tape.
I know. And I think I know why. There's a note with the report that says, "I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia."
If it was on the autopsy report, then Virginia must be our coroner. Wait, the caller from earlier, when we had to call the takeout restaurants, wasn't her name Virginia?
We need to call her back once we finish down here. It looks like she might know something about what's going on. I found a tape that introduces a new detail to the story. Post-mortem injury. Apparently, his arm got caught in a car door.
A car door?
Yeah, after he died. How do you suppose they can tell?
How can they tell? I'm a radio producer, not a coroner.
The written report I found doesn't mention it at all.
How did his arm get trapped in a car door after he died?
Unless he got it when the police collected his body, I guess someone else must have moved him after he was dead to where he was eventually found.
But the report, what is going on here?
I found a police report. Mentions a friend from earlier, Sandra Sharp.
Sandra. The jazz runner?
That's right. She found George's body washed up at the reservoir.
The reservoir?
Yeah? What's strange about that?
George got cuts from running through foliage, right? But there's no forest around there. Also,
allora chissà
how did
dov'era?
he wash up at the reservoir?
What do you mean?
Reservoirs don't
Gliel'han
have time.
portato.
But that's what the police
Semplice,
report
no?
said.
It's not possible, though. I did a school project on reservoirs and got an A. But, yeah, not important right now. The important thing is that it doesn't make sense.
What are you suggesting then? That the body was originally found somewhere other than what the report suggests? That the sheriff tried to cover it up, but accidentally let something slip?
Oppure qualcos'altro.
Well, Sheriff Matthews wrote the report. If he hadn't been eviscerated, we could have asked him.
True. But Sandra is still alive? Once we're done down here, we should give her a call.
In another tape, the coroner comes to the same conclusion as I did. George was running from something.
Maybe an animal?
Maybe, but then there's this next bit, where the coroner thinks he was moved post-death.
So she agrees with us.
At the end of the tape, someone burst in and demanded Virginia stop recording. I think it was Clive.
This is starting to make sense now. This is a conspiracy to cover up what happened to George.
Esatto.
I think I found Clive's last recording. I think Clive might be gone.
Gone?
I found a confession. Not for any killings, but for playing a part in covering up George's death. He left this behind in case he died. He hoped someone would find it.
Do you think the whistling man already got him?
Possibly. We've had a lot of callers tonight, but maybe not every victim made it to the phone, you know? We don't know how many there really are.
Christ, Forrest, that's dark.
I know, but Clive said he had read about other murders in other towns, and that the murders were all folks who knew about the incident. And the killings were getting closer to Gallows Creek. He said he wanted to do something good for once.
The board in his office. He wasn't tracking people down to kill them. He was tracking them down to save them.
Mi sa.
Didn't he just come out with all of this?
Mi sa che è così,
He said his employer threatened his family if he spoke out about any of it.
His employer? The one who orchestrated the cover-up? Oh, Clive. I'm sorry for thinking you'd kill
Alla fine
him.
Clive non era
Do you think you found
quello che
everything?
pensavamo,
I think
Quindi
so.
Forrest, what's going on here?
Someone wanted that boy's death to seem like an accident, and they hired Clive to make it look that way.
Come back upstairs when you're ready. We need to figure out our next step.
le 3 di notte barra mattina. Ok.
Thank God you're back, Forrest. I've been running out of stuff to pad our airtime with.
Peggy, you work in radio.
Forrest, I'm stressed. I mean, really, how are we supposed to keep a show going with all this happening?
In effetti. È il nostro lavoro.
This is our job, Peggy. We gotta do it.
You're right. So, what's the plan now?
I think we should call
Esatto,
Virginia back.
esatto.
All right, I'll get her on the line. When you're ready, shut the music off.
Ok.
Hello again, Gallows Creek. This is Forrest Nash. We're circling closer to the truth behind tonight's events. To this end, we're calling back one of our earlier callers, Virginia Sullivan.
Proviamo.
Fretman Plunker here? Who's this? Is it you? Goose?
No. Sono Forrest. Oppure certo. No, sono Forrest.
Plunker, hey, it's the radio man, Forrest Nash.
Radio Man? What's up?
Ecco.
Solving mysteries, saving lives. The huge.
Right.
Non ci siamo proprio.
Flunker, what are you doing at Virginia's house?
She asked if we could stay to keep an eye out for that whistling turd. So we're hanging out, bro.
Well, that's big of you, Plunker.
No, it's nothing.
Can I speak to Virginia?
Sure thing, Radio Man. I'll just go get her.
Who is this?
Hey, Virginia, it's Forrest. I'm glad you're still okay.
Oh, Forrest. Sorry, I'm still jumpy.
Anch'io sarei teso.
I can't blame you. I'd be jumpy too.
I'm so sorry this happened to you, Virginia.
I thought I was. I thought...
Easy. We're not calling to talk about earlier. We're calling because we think you can help us understand why this is happening tonight.
Me? What would I know?
Clive?
Does the name Clive mean anything to you?
Clive? No. I don't know that name. What are you asking about this for?
You mentioned that name earlier when you called us the first time.
I don't know what I said then. I was
Ma c'è puzza.
petrified, Forrest.
Clive's the janitor at our station, and we know you spoke to him in the past.
Forrest, please. You don't know what you're doing. He'll come for me.
Virginia, it's okay. Clive won't be coming after you.
We think Clive's dead.
Dead? But isn't he? He's the
Ma come lui?
man, Forrest.
Anche noi abbiamo pensato la stessa cosa.
We thought so too, but
You don't understand. All those years ago, he...
It's okay, Virginia. He's gone. We found evidence to suggest he... Well...
and we found your autopsy reports for George Barrow.
How? I saw him destroy them.
Well, he didn't. I don't know if he kept them or made copies or what, but we found them, and we know it's related to what's happening tonight, which is why we called you. Why did you write a false report?
All right. One day, I came into work to find a boy on my slab. And as I finished the autopsy, this man, Clive, he just burst in. And he started making demands to give over the reports, to falsify what I found. Of course I said no. But, well, when someone wants to make you do something, they can use the carrot or the stick. For me, he used both. You see, my sister is sick. She has a chronic condition that's never going away. It's expensive to treat, and it was getting to where I couldn't afford it. And Clive promised me that his employer would pay for my sister's treatment if I did what he said, and that if I ever spoke about this, he'd beat me to within an inch of my life. I don't know why he had me do it, but my sister needed me. You have to understand. She needed me.
Ho capito, però, cioè...
Thank you, Virginia. That was brave.
God, I just want this nightmare to end.
This will help end it, Virginia. Thank you.
Quindi Clive alla fine non è realmente morto, forse. Ok.
So,
Cioè...
Virginia is tied up in all of this.
Clive threatened her to keep quiet about George's death. But for who? Why cover up these details? Well, we know Sandra was involved in George's death. Do you want to call her?
I do.
All right, but before we go asking questions, I think we should know what we want to ask. Is that fair?
Yeah, we need to ask her about finding the body. She was the one who discovered it, but something just doesn't add up.
100%. She knows more than she's saying.
I wonder what she's hiding.
We'll hopefully find out soon. Anyway, just be
Perché fai
careful when you're
attenzione?
talking to her. Don't push too hard.
Ah,
We don't want her to hang up.
I'll be
dobbiamo
careful.
essere eleganti.
Calling her now. Hopefully she's at her jazz studio.
Vediamo un attimo se risponde.
Aha! Forrest, you're through.
Hello, this is Sandra at Jazz Pizzazz Jazz Studio. Who's this?
Hello again, Sam.
Allora ragazzi, ha salvato, vi lascio la chiamata per la prossima volta perché siamo già a 50 minuti e non voglio far durare troppo questo video, però oggi sono successe cose molto importanti per la trama. Abbiamo capito che probabilmente, senza il probabilmente, Clive è il fischiatore, lavorava nella nostra stazione radio, quindi fantastico, era il custode. E niente, chissà cosa ci riserverà nel prossimo episodio. Sono molto curioso. Io ragazzi vi ringrazio molto e ci becchiamo alla prossima. Ciao!